this algebra real quick. Text pad, where are you? Require your assistance. Assuming this is the correct answer. Stack Overflow usually is correct with things. So we need the height and the width of this image file. I haven't even moved them over to the thing yet. Which is going to be a problem. There's the buttons. And I need the revamp. There we go. But yeah, let's do it this way. Otherwise, we'll be deleting things for forever if I don't do it this way. L2R OV portfolio let's see, wiki CI fan site and okay. Copy these over here. All this can go away. Okay. So this is what the one I want here. What are your properties? 94 by 94, okay. So R equals 94 divided by 2 plus 94 to the second power divided by 8 times 94. Invalid input, what? Oh, wait, what? You can't, You told me this calculator is... Oh, there we go. 752 is the radius. That doesn't seem right. I used to know how to do this, and then never used it again since 2012 when I took my Algebra 2 in college. Shit calculations. Front radius is height over 2 plus width squared over 8 times height. What's funny is that the formula is still the same, the numbers are still the same. Height must be less than half of the width. Okay, we'll just have to take a guess. I'm not going to spend any more time trying to figure that out. So we need a radius. Let's try... Where are we at? Circle geometry, there we go. Let's try radius of... 100 to start with. Then we need the number of segments. Doesn't really matter, we'll say 10. Start with. So then the segment start angle for first segment, default 0, pi squared. So I think we're good with that. Then this is the next part. So their texture, so call it logo texture. And what did I call the name? What's the name of this file? Name of the file is this. We'll change it later on. PNG. Okay. So material is new 3 dot mesh basic material, then map texture. That's going to be logo TX. Theoretically, should be all we need. I will need to upload the files though, so let me upload the folder. Let me save this too. Be a smart thing to do. Re-upload the folder with all the files in it. Alright. Let's see what happens. We have nothing. Perfect. Circle geometry is not a constructor. Geometry. Oh, typo. Three.texture.loader. Texture loader.load. Okay, so let's have a look at that now. Texture loader. New 3.texture txture loader. Oh, there's a. We do need a. Do need this. Oh, der. Okay, geom is not defined. Oh, because I changed the technical points. This might be a little bit interesting. Well, something trippy is probably going to happen here. Get images, revamp logo menu, dot. Really? Oh, images button. I missed a directory. Yeah, buttons. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we got trippiness here. Part of it's because this is open. Oh damn. Okay. So 100 is way too much. Oh no, it's also the camera too is probably too close. That didn't seem to make too much of a difference. Interesting. Let me get rid of this for the moment. And let's see what this looks like this way. Did I refresh too soon? It's still rotating it. Why are you rotating? Why the hell are you rotating? Should not be rotating. That might be a caching issue. No, it's still rotating. Weird. Okay. Is that what I think it is? It is. Just a random chunk of it. That's cool though, so there is no, huh. iframe, document, HTML. So I kind of look up my code in this then. Oh, here we go. Yeah, see, look at this. It's not the right version. That's strange. Okay. So, refresh this. Refresh this. Let's add a bunch of junk to this thing. That is weird. Now see, this one says 1205, right? That was the size of what it was previously. Nothing's really changed. Let me delete this. And then we'll re-upload it. And then it just, like, the file size changed again. Okay, so that is the updated version of it now. But it's still rotating. Great. Wow, it is still... So on the server it's updated, but here it's not. Let's just do a V. Revamp. Weird. Why are you not updating? Even Control F5ing this damn thing. Okay, maybe we have to kind of force the... What am I looking for? There you are. Let me kill this. I'm going to force the... Oh, wow. Okay, there's the problem. I just noticed where an image is. I'm a moron. There we go. Jesus. Jesus. Things you don't notice if you're not looking at where the pathing is at. Okay. This is Flash. Minimize that. Let's go minimize this. So, okay, kind of looks okay. Let's change this to 50. Okay, that looks more like it should look. It's more circular. The again, I'm probably just going to have to recreate these buttons in Photoshop to make them look better. At least this one, for sure. This one's kind of really jacked up. In terms of like the quality on the edge here and some of this stuff. Okay, so we got that there. It's a little bit big though. Let's change this down to 4.5. Let's see if we can even do a 4.5. We can, okay. So yeah, the radius is just going to modify the size of it. So if I wanted to say like 1, it'd be hella small. But you could do it that way. It's interesting it's even fuzzier that far away. I just want to see what happens. This is how I learn about stuff. I do extreme numbers and figure out the effects. Okay, that's even worse looking. So it's definitely the quality of the image. I think 3 should be good. Okay. So now, got our first thing here. So, I guess we need to do the next one. So cube, we're going to call this anchor button. So this is going to be, we'll start with YouTube. So let's rename this. Let me grab the extension as well. Copy this down here. Okay. So material logo is going to be this. Actually, let's call this not button. I'm going to save that for the mesh. I'll call this YouTube circle. That's and this will be YouTube button. Cam position we don't need, or no, we do need that there. So now we need to change the position this is at though. So that'd be the X, Y. Maybe. So T. So rotation, what is the, like, is it position or is it like scale? Is it roll? What are the other, position? I think that's what it is. X, Y, and Z position. So position.x. Kind of like rotation. And I think that's fine. I don't think it has to be before we add it to the scene, because it's going to be running this and updating things as we go. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, there we go. We got our YouTube button up there. Cool. Cool. A little bit far away, but... So now, what the hell? It's got a rain alert. Apparently it's going to rain, potentially. So now we need to just make this thing rotate around this in an 3D kind of thing. So, next question is 3.JS. Set the camera, loader, texture loader, scene, ambient light, directional light, orbit control. So we need orbit controls. I was wondering about that. Through the access helper, material geometry, child position, animate, mesh position, rotate. I think this one plugin, this one library is going to do everything we need to do. Okay, so we need to load in that other one. Where's the description for that? I think it was in installation. Oh, also, I wonder if this will work now. So do you remember saying that we had to define modules independently? No, it doesn't work. Okay. 3 is not defined at 22. So down here, this is not defined. Let scene equal new 3 because... So import as 3. So this is not being globalized. Import module into global scope. Import example from example. What if I'm not using that? What if I'm just doing it straight in the... So when did that example... Let's require default or dot example. So we can just do this the main way, I guess. JSON, blah, blah, blah. So it can be done since I don't have it set up correctly. I think it said you can't do multiple at the same time. Where was that at anyway? This down here. So it's important that all files use the same version. Do not import different examples. Let's see. Need to be imported separately. Maybe that just means you have to import them like separately like this. Let's just throw this in here and see what happens. What else does this one have? Orbit controls, access helper, apply mesh. It's the only thing that's not. Oh, here we go, down here, yeah. So, orbit controls is separate. But it doesn't have to be defined separately, because it's part of 3, it's just not in the main module. Okay, so we got our perspective, camera position, scene, background, whatever. I don't really care about that stuff. Light, don't care about that directional light. This is what I'm looking for here. So controls equals new. Which should be probably after this. So, orbcons equals new 3 dot. Jeez. Orbit controls. Camera render element DOM. So cam render dot DOM element. Okay. There access equals new 3 dot access helper. To look up what these do later on. Scene add access. So mesh equals new. So material and geometry. So we have a mesh flung material and a box geometry. We're creating the mesh. Then we have a material 2 geometry 2, which is also another mesh flung material and another box geometry. Then we have child. Okay, so yeah, mesh and the child's what's going to be going around it, maybe. Child position at x 1.5. Mesh.add child. Scene.mesh. Okay. That's interesting. Use 3D object add to add a child to an object. If you want an object to be positioned relative to another object, then the object has to be added to the child of the reference object. Okay, so if this is going to be our anchor, then everything has to be added to that as a child. So before we add this to the scene, this should be the last thing added to the scene, basically. That's what it sounds like. And it wouldn't be scene.add, it would be child, it would be the logo. It would be this.add this, right? Yeah. Then add the scene, the mesh to the scene. So in resize, animate. So child position that's set. And it's gonna be 0, 0, 0. Okay. So dead center in the scene. Child dot rotate y. 0.02, and then child translate x. Or no, yeah, child translate x. .5. And same thing for mesh. So this one would be, instead of child, it would be YouTube button. And then it'll be anchor button. Then animates, render scene, render. Alright, let's see what this does. Orbit controls is not a constructor. Oh, constant controls. Trying to square that with what's going on here. So it's not actually defining what controls is here. Or isn't like giving it a var or anything, so I'm thinking that it is already probably defined and it animates. Let's look up that error message. So we really have to define it like that then. Guess we can try it. Oh, this one, wait, you can't do a short tag on this? Guess not. Okay, load. Can I use import statement outside of a module? Because it's an import type of thing, okay. That's what I was afraid of with that particular link. Okay, so that doesn't work. It's 3.orbit controls. That's not going to fix anything, but at the same time. Second parameter DOM elements now mandatory. Position of read property position of undefined. So I think we have to do this.